I'm going to say it and you're gonna get mad. Some people are gonna get so upset. Sis, you need a system to get it done. Hey girl, welcome back to Glam Life by Meg, where I teach you how to efficiently and glamorously live your very best life. Say hi in the comments if you're new here. It's nice to virtually meet you. Thank you so much for joining me on my happy corner of the internet. How are you feeling today? You look beautiful. Before we get to the good stuff, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. And don't forget to ring that bell so that you can be notified every single time that I post a new video. Okay, who else cannot stand doing laundry? Hands up. Put the emoji in the comments, the little hand up emoji, because you're not alone and I want you to see that you're not alone. Never fear, Meg is here to help you create the most efficient system for you so that you can get your laundry done super easily and painlessly. What qualifies me to help you with this? Well, my bachelor's degree is in fashion design, which means I have an extensive knowledge on fabrics and garments and how to preserve the life of them and how different fabrics interact with each other. So let's get it. I created this system a few years back because 1, I hate doing laundry, ew, and 2, all of my clients hate doing it. Nobody likes doing laundry. It's okay, but we have to do it. So how can we make it easier on ourselves so that it doesn't ruin our day? I would work with clients, help them come up with a full organized closet system. Everything's great. The upkeep is what messes them up. They have a hard time keeping up with the laundry and getting it back in the right place and all of that. I got you. Sis, you need a system to get it done. So what is this crazy modular system behind me? This is my version of the perfect laundry system for me. One of the most annoying parts about laundry is sorting it beforehand. You have to go through and you have to sort everything and see how much you have of each thing and see if you have enough to actually justify running a whole load. We are not wasting time on that. Once you build yourself a system, it doesn't have to be out of cubes. It can be out of laundry baskets. You can have shelves, whatever it is that works for you. I have my sections labeled as to what they are. Then when I come home, take off the clothes, turn them inside out, button, zip, anything I need to do, plop it in its proper bin, and then when a bin fills up, I know, hey, that's the perfect size for a load. The bins that I have here are the same size as the capacity of my washing machine. So I know when this is full, I have a good amount. It won't be too full to where the clothes won't actually get clean. It's just enough. I can throw it in. We're good to go. First things first, your clothing has to be washed by fabric type, not necessarily by color. Obviously, don't throw a red sock in with a white shirt. We're aware of that. But after the first wash or two, most clothing doesn't bleed anymore, so you don't have to worry about all of that. The bleeding and the turning clothes different colors, all that craziness. If you were to wash a pair of jeans with something like this would be shredded, absolutely shredded up. That's the issue. I have yellow denim and I have this that's yellow. Just because they're the same color does not mean that they should be washed together. This needs to be washed with other items like it, which is why it's in its own bin. What happens when you wash something like this with denim is that oftentimes, especially if you don't zip the zippers or button the buttons, and they have all these different things on them, the fabric is a lot more harsh. They rub against each other in the wash. Don't do that. That's gonna wear down your clothing a lot faster, and then you're gonna have to replace things faster. It's gonna get more costly and really annoying. If you bought it, it means you like it, so you wanna wear it a lot, right? I'm gonna say it, if you feel overwhelmed by the amount of laundry that you have to do all the time, it means you have more clothes than your brain can comfortably handle without feeling overwhelmed. Just gotta pare it down a little bit. The more clothing that you have, the more you have to launder and the more you have to fold and find a place for. No, that's too much. Get what you need, get rid of the rest. If you need help with this, you can just YouTube right up above me in the search bar, KonMari. Boom. That's the system that most of my clients respond best to. Give it a shot. If you've ever noticed pilling on your shirts or your pants or anything like that, that is due to the wear and tear that the washing machine and other fabrics have on that garment. Pilling on your clothing is not a vibe. This guy will save it, but you don't want to have to do this to every garment that you own. This is great. You just turn it on. and it actually shaves the fabric. It shaves the pills off the fabric. You have to be careful with this. This should not be something that you do to everything that you own all the time, because you should be taking care of your clothing. This is great to preserve things that have already been damaged, but it shouldn't be the end-all solution, because you really don't want to be doing this all the time. And there's only so far you can shave down before you're running out of fabric there. The types of fabrics that you're going to be dividing your laundry into depends on what you often wear. For instance, our system here, we do wovens, which wovens are dress shirts and typically don't have stretch or only have a teeny tiny bit of stretch. We have a flannel section, which is more of a fall winter thing, so we don't always have it. We have a little divider here that we can take out. I have things that are more chiffon, lacy, mesh, all that really delicate stuff goes in here. We have sections for both of our underwear, both of our socks. Let's see what else we have. Workout clothing, which is going to be anything like leggings or basketball shorts, anything that has like that moisture wicking or spandexy type stuff. We separate our knits by lighter and heavier. This is a little bit heavier because it's a full sweater that's already pre-turned inside out, so it goes with the heavier knits. We also have a section for lighter knits, which is more like the t-shirt that I'm wearing, anything that's just a light casual knit. Knits are items that are made with stretch specifically. And then I have a section over down here of fleece and velour, anything that's like that. That all goes there, and I separate as needed. We also have a section for denim, chinos. We keep a few laundry bags on hand in case there are extra little things that don't really fit into any of the other categories, and also it helps us transport to our washing machine, which is really only a few feet away, but hey, sometimes you got a lot. If you guys want to see a more detailed fabric explanation video, please let me know. I have so much knowledge in my brain about different types of fabrics and how they work and how they interact with each other. I would love to make that for you if that's something that you're interested in. Leave a comment if you'd like to see it. Once you decide on your fabric sections, now you have to figure out how you're physically going to make it. For us, these are great. We can easily take these apart and change them up as our needs change, or when we move to a new place. If you want to do something more like bigger laundry baskets, that's great too. I've helped clients come up with full-on shelving systems with the laundry baskets. PSA, do not take your dirty clothing, put it in the wash and then in the dryer and then put it back in this same basket. That defeats the purpose of cleaning the clothing, because you're just putting it back into the same germs and grossness that's on the inside of this basket. No, no, no. Honey, no. I'll show you what to do. So you have your baskets and your laundry bags that are for dirty clothes. When your clothes are clean, they go in here. This is a fabric laundry basket. You can collapse it, you can then build it back up, you just Velcro it together and it's built up. This is what you do. You go grab it out of the dryer, you fold it, you can bring it back in here, put everything where it needs to go on the different shelving, and then when it's done, boom, tucks right away and you don't have to think about it. Easy, right? Part of this system, you want to take out the million steps of sorting. When you take off the items of clothing to put it in here, turn them inside out, button them, zip them, zippers and buttons and all that, they can get caught and rip other fabrics, ruin other fabrics, get caught on the machine and damage the machine. Here is another huge hack for preserving the life of your clothing. I'm going to say it and you're gonna get mad. Some people are gonna get so upset, and that's okay. I'm here to be honest with you. Your clothes do not shrink in the wash. They shrink in the dryer, because most clothing is not meant to go in the dryer in that high heat. Most clothing can be easily washed on cold, delicate, inside out, drain it and spin it, and then hang to dry. You can't damage clothing that way. Unless it specifically says dry clean only, you can't damage clothing that way. You should be washing almost everything on cold anyway, unless there is a specific instruction on that garment. Wash it on cold. You'll save energy. You're going to preserve the life of your clothing. All around better for you, for the environment, for the clothing, all of it. There should be a tag probably right about here. You'll often find it on the bottom left side of your garment or in the neck area. That's where you'll find the instructions. If it says tumble dry low, that is code for have it inside out, put it on delicate and or low heat for 5 minutes or less, then pull it out and hang it up to dry the rest of the way. I know, sounds crazy, but they can't fit all that information on a tag. That's how you preserve your clothing as long as possible. When those items come out of either the wash or the dryer for 5 minutes, you hang them. You could either hang them on a hanger and then hang them on doorknobs, hang them on the trim above the doorway. I will look for a picture and insert it right here of the hanging racks that fold up and can be put in a closet when you're done. This is one of my favorites ever. I believe the brand is Real Simple from Target. This is my favorite construction because you can lay everything out without everything touching each other. That's another big deal. Do not have the clothing touch itself or any other pieces while it's drying. You have to lay it out completely flat, and that's how it dries. Otherwise, it's gonna be all wrinkly, weird, and it's not gonna dry, and it's just, no, we don't need that. That's gross. These are great because when they're done, you fold them up, you can go put them back in the closet. I have a few bonus tips. What do I do with the clothing that is not clean enough to hang back up in the closet, but not dirty enough to throw in the wash? You know how everyone has that chair in their room that they just keep piling the clothes onto? I have a solution for you. We made spots, and I call it the chair spot. So this is where, like today, I didn't even go out of the house in this outfit. I can just fold it right back up, put it here, and wear it tomorrow, and save myself from having a million loads of laundry. I literally have not even left the house in this outfit, so it's not dirty. Like, I didn't get all sweaty in it or anything. I can just fold it up, put it right here, and then I know exactly where it is, and I know, hey, let's wear this stuff first, get the usage out of it before we put it in here. Saves your life. Then you won't be digging and throwing things because they're on that infamous chair, the chair. No, the chair spot. It'll save your life. My fiance and I each have one. It's fabulous. Find a spot where that's its spot. If it's there, that's why. You will thank me later. You absolutely need an iron, an ironing board, and a steamer. These are non-negotiable. Wrinkles are not a vibe. It just looks like you didn't care about yourself and you don't care about anybody else that you're spending the time with that day. If you showed up to an interview with wrinkles in your suit or wrinkles in your outfit, as someone who hires people, my thought process is, wow, you couldn't have spent 10 minutes with an iron or a steamer just to make yourself look a little bit more presentable? Do you even care about this interview? Do you even care about this job? It's just showing up, showing the world that you respect yourself and you respect them and their time as well. If you live in a small space, this is just a foldable little ironing board that I can set on a table and use with the iron. This is one of my favorite irons. It's a Rowenta limited edition Project Runway iron. It's purple because literally I am purple and I eat, live, sleep, and breathe purple. If I can find one, I will link it below for you. Ironing board. They easily fold up and they go right in the closet when I'm done with them. And this is my little baby steamer. This thing is phenomenal. It really works. It was, I don't know, 20 bucks. You can get them at Target, Bed Bath & Beyond, Walmart, whatever. These are great if you live in a small space. The cord completely wraps up in itself and like has a little zip tie on it. I always start with a steamer. If not, if it's more of a dress shirt or something woven, then I know I need an iron. When you're ironing, iron inside out. It preserves the face side of the fabric so that you don't burn the outside of the clothing. Better to burn the inside than the outside. You have to use distilled water with these. You cannot fill up your iron and fill up your steamer with tap water. There's minerals and all kinds of stuff in water because you drink those things because they're good for you. You cannot do that when it comes to these because the minerals and everything will clog up the device, break them down. They start to smell bad. They make your clothes smell bad. It starts to burn your clothing. Always keep a gallon of distilled water on hand for this purpose. Stop using tap water to fill your irons and your steamers. I know I'm sounding aggressive, but there's so many people who don't know this and I need to share it with you. No, distilled water. Get a gallon at the store, keep it under your sink or wherever you keep your distilled water. That's what you fill it with. My favorite laundry detergent is Nellie's. Show it to you guys there. This is an HE approved detergent. It's a powder. Depending on your washing machine, you can either put it in the section where you would put a liquid detergent or you just put it directly in the barrel. This stuff is amazing. It lasts a really long time and it doesn't have a really intense smell. I don't know about you guys, but when there's really perfumey laundry detergents, it just gives me a headache. So this is great. There's no crazy scent to it. If you don't know about this, you need to get on this. This is Shout, my favorite stain remover on the planet. You spray it, let it sit for a couple minutes, then you throw it in with the rest of the load. I swear to you, it works on everything. If you don't have this, get on this. This also doesn't have a really intense scent either if you are scent sensitive. If you have questions on how you can set up your own personal laundry system, please let me know in the comments. Send me a DM on Instagram. I'd love to help. This has saved me so much time. I don't have to think about laundry anymore. With these tips, you can absolutely preserve the life of your clothing, make laundry way less of a horrendous chore, get it done. I can do 1 or 2 loads a day instead of taking taking a whole day to do like 10 loads and not be able to do much of anything else that day. I don't like to waste days. You don't want your life to be taken over by clothing. That's absolutely ridiculous. Before you go, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with someone who really needs to get their laundry game together. That's it for this video, and until next time, stay hydrated, sis. Are we having chicken nuggets?